Hi, it's Brian. I love you guys. I just wanted you guys to know I've been investing a little bit and going to school. So I would just like you guys to know that you guys should probably be investing too. Um, I of the mind also is my economics professor that we might be heading towards hyperinflation. They are calling today for a new Bretton Woods agreement, which was the last time when Nixon took us off the gold reserve. And after that, the dollar was no longer backed by gold. So after that, we started to see things slowly start to get more expensive. They tell us that we don't suffer from inflation as much as we would like because of the CPI index, the consumer price index. They say that it doesn't account for faster processing powers, CPUs, or that machines are more efficient, but most of us don't own a manufacturing company. Most of us don't receive the benefits from that, and we live in a society that believes more in trickle down economics. And I don't really see most of that wealth being trickled down. So, with that being said, I just wanted you guys to take some time if you're so inclined, if you are interested in cryptocurrency. I'm throwing some videos together, but download this app, Uphold. It's a onboarding exchange, so you can buy cryptocurrency. You can also buy precious metals, and coming to the U.S. soon, you can buy equities, which is stock, Tesla, Amazon, PayPal, all that good stuff. BitTrue, I like them as well. They have a feature called Power Piggy, which means you can just gain interest in the interest rates in the cryptocurrency world are. I have accounts where I get 13%, 13.99% APY, and I had American Express a couple of years before we moved up here for college. Specifically because they had the best rate on the market. It was like 4.5%, and they throttled it to less than a percent. So I pulled all my money out and started reallocating more into cryptocurrency, art, NFTs, and some other things. But also download this. This is Atomic Wallet. This is what is called a cold wallet. So when you open it up, it's going to give you 24 words. You write them down or memorize them. Just make sure that you or, only the people that you would have to have access to your wallet have access to that, because that's how you keep it secure. Nobody can get into that without those words, and that's how you will restore your wallet if you lose your phone, get it stolen, or have a new phone. Um, Also, you should download the Celsius wallet. This is another platform. It was originally created specifically for staking, so interest bearing account like a savings account, just getting interest on the money that you have created in the cryptocurrency space. They are also in the process, or maybe they have already rolled out an exchange. Um, Crypto.com, also another place where you can get cryptocurrencies. They also have some interesting features. They have their own, they're called exchange coins. So they have their own coin called CRO. If you hold it, they will lower some of the fees that it costs to trade some of these coins. That's specifically why I don't personally like Bitcoin and Ethereum, because they cost a lot of money to send money. I like XRP and Ethereum. Or I like XRP and XLM, RSR. I'm not sure if RSR has low fees. XRP and XLM for sure do, though. You can send hundreds of dollars for pennies of a fee, versus sending money with MoneyGram and Western Union. It'll take 3 to 5 business days, and they could want 5 to 10% of the entire transaction, and that's just not acceptable. So they're focusing on remittance payments, people sending money back to Mexico, people sending money back to Cuba, people who have to send money to their families cross border so that they can eat, and that is a very large market, as well as Nostro Vosto accounts. So banks don't trust each other because they know, uh, you know, gaining income is their sole interest, their businesses. And since they don't trust each other in order for them to exchange money back and forth via countries or allow their larger clients to exchange money, they have to have what are called Nostrovosto accounts. So they have these locked accounts with millions of dollars in them just in case they have to send money. And then once they notify that bank there's going to be a large transaction, they'll pull that money out of that Nostrovosto account. It's kind of like a security for them. And using this technology that would allow you to send payments in microseconds, but also allow them to settle in microseconds, you can increase the liquidity in the market because you don't have to have these Nostrovosto accounts. So there's a lot of money to be made, and I'm trying to make it, and I just want the other people in my life to be involved in it. So take some time, take some screenshots. I'll definitely send you guys pictures and information on all of the things that I think you should research and invest in if you're so inclined. But share this with the family, and for all intents and purposes, I'm sorry, I'm broke. Just I have plans for this money, and hopefully a few years down the line it's increased in value. But I hope you guys can get invested so that you don't have to call me if you need anything. I want people to be able to do for themselves, and I'm sure that you all are intelligent enough to dip your toes in this space and do your research before you buy something. But I've been in the cryptocurrency space for 3 years. I've got a little under 100 coins, and I've only had one coin go to zero. So, if you do your research, you look and make sure that things are partnered and backed by people. I mean, this is the age of information. I don't particularly use Google, but that's what we use the phrases. You can look this stuff up. You can Google this stuff. You can see what Warren Buffett's buying, what Bill Gates is buying, what Andreessen Horowitz is buying, what Brad Garlinghouse is buying, what Elon Musk is buying. All these rich people who have been involved in payments and making money for years and years. You can find out what they're buying, and I've heard the term said as stacking our pennies next to their dollars. So I like XRP, XLM, VeChain, RSR, MFT. But I had to take like hours out of my day yesterday to show my friends some of these things. Like I like this because Player is well, you can read it. Decentralized gaming token utility market rewarding gamers and fans for their interaction within the Player ecosystem, which is on the VeChain blockchain, which is tracking and supply chain tracing. They're utilizing QR code technology that can assess its environment. So constant readout of humidity, temperature, and GPS location. So that means that if you got meat from China, then you know what the humidity and the temperature was the entire time that it traveled, how long it took to get. There is no more lying. Now we have a better way to make sure through data and numbers, because numbers don't lie, that we are consuming things that are safe. You have the listeria outbreaks that have been affecting a lot of different heads of lettuce for the past couple of years now, it seems. Maybe even longer, or E. coli affecting, any one of these meat products. In with things like that, better tracking and tracing in the supply chain, or even Nike and BMW are partnered with VeChain. So making sure that people aren't selling counterfeit goods. I think 40% of China's GDP a year comes from just counterfeit goods, and they know that. They know that things like this are coming, and so they are investing in Africa, investing in terraforming, so using nitrogen fixating bacteria in plants to turn a lot of their country, which was desert, into fertile land. Because with science you can do anything. It's just that people don't understand things, and they don't want to do the research. So if you guys want to make a little money, if you guys have some disposable income, I would definitely suggest getting involved in the cryptocurrency space. Upland, they have games too. So this is digital real estate. So people are getting in here and they're buying virtual land in California and actual places, and it's just like the same thing you would see if you went on Google Maps. You'll see the location, and eventually they're going to integrate it so that you can put advertisements up in this digital space. There are a couple of other platforms that are doing this. I think Sandblock is one of them, and they have their own coin as well called the Sand token. You're also going to want to check out CoinMarketCap, Nexo, CoinMarketCap. That allows you to see token metrics. So Ecomi, for example, Omi, gaming coin. So that has really good potential. That can easily go to $1 a coin. ENG, which is also a gaming coin, was officially licensed as Japan's gaming token about 3 months ago. It shot up from 33 cents to $2, and I had some of that. And obviously now I wish I would have got a lot more, but these gaming tokens have a lot of utility. All it takes is for them to be adopted by a big name: Sony, Xbox, Nintendo, Microsoft, literally anybody. And people don't realize, 700 billion people on the planet. People who have 30 million Twitter followers, if one of those people buys this coins and shouts it out to their Twitter followers, whether or not it has that utility all the way rolled out, if you know that it will roll out, it has a good team, and it will be there, buy it and wait. It's just like a stock, with the potential to get more percentage gains and returns. Also, I don't really invest in Ethereum and Bitcoin because they've already had so many percentage gains and returns. If you hold it for 3 years, yeah, you might double your money, and that would be great, but I'm not here to double my money. If I double $100, that doesn't really do anything for me. That's like winning a scratch-off ticket. I'm going to be a millionaire. I intend to make millions. I don't intend to make enough to live a decent life. I want to make sure that the people I love have whatever they need so that they can think clearly and pursue their actual passions in life and do what they want to do so that they feel fulfilled and not work until they die. So with that, you can go over here, you can set price alerts. So you can also compare them to other coins. You can see what the price are if you can convert. And I really like this as well, markets, so that you can look and see what different exchanges they're on. And if you don't have that exchange, you can go to the website or download the app and sign up for that exchange, and then you can get access to that coin. And as long as it has good backing, you don't have to worry about it not being on so many exchanges. That also could be good. Lower liquidity means it's harder to access, so scarcity and supply have a direct correlation with the demand of an asset and the value of the asset. So I just want to make sure you guys have this information. Voyager, Voyager as well, fee-free trading, and like a stock market, you can hop on there and set up a limit order, so you can set a price that you want to sell at. Like I have an open sell order. I bought this like 0.005, and I've got a sell order placed for double that price. So I'm just trying to double my money. I know this will run up eventually, and that's not too ridiculous since it's under a penny. So there are a lot of tools out here to utilize the income that we do have, and that's why there are literally millionaires being made. It seems like overnight, but I think a lot of these people obviously are investing over short term. But yeah, you could effectively become a millionaire overnight if you happen to get into the right space. You can make a lot of money. I like Nexo. You can gain compound interest on your assets every day. And I also like the blockchain because, I got all these passwords. You can see me typing in these passwords, but I don't have to worry about it because I have my private keys, I have my pass keys. You don't have access to those. You can't get in these accounts. If you don't have that, you can't even set up access to an account on the phone so that you could put in a passcode. It's a lot more secure than, I would say, a bank. I mean, if somebody steals your credit card and you don't know and you don't turn it off, you're messed up, but be very difficult for somebody to steal access to my cryptocurrency account without infecting my phone with a virus, so that they could literally watch me type my password in on my screen, but also ever go back and show my private passkeys. But I already have them written down, and I have for a long time, so they would literally have to wait until I set up a new wallet and hope that I transfer a substantial amount of funds to that new wallet. But this is the amount of interest I gain every day. I also like XRP because the company is very bold. They said that they are, the company that holds the majority of XRP, and therefore it has the most incentive to go out here and develop use cases for it, is a company called Ripple, a US based company. And they have said that they want to be the Amazon of payments. The same way that Amazon started with books, they said that they want to start with these specific payments, remittances, and Nostro Rosso accounts, and then expand. But Amazon touches everything now. And I think that is a very bold statement. But also, you have to have a lot of vision to even have the concept of wanting to be the Amazon of anything. Very few people would conceptualize that idea, I believe, and very less even would say that they can do that, or would even intend to put that into the universe. So I think that they know what they're doing and they have a plan. Even myself, I had a lot of ideas for the cryptocurrency space, and several times I thought I was innovative and I was gonna go get a loan out, get an LLC, and implement these ideas. And the Ripple Foundation constantly comes out with them inevitably before I gather the resources and information that I would have needed to do those things. So I think that they have a 10-year, 20-year plan, maybe even longer. And I plan to be around for 10 years or 20 years. So if I can invest in the new Amazon, the new Google, the new IBM, then by gosh golly, I'm going to do it. And I would hope that if you guys are so inclined, you would feel the same way and do the same thing. Also, CoinGecko, same things, kind of like CoinMarketCap. It shows you metrics, shows you different exchanges you can get on the coin, and also detailed information to the website, social media pages if they have any, things like that. And I like to go look at those things, make sure that it sounds interesting. And also, Ripple has been charged by the SEC. There's been a lawsuit, and a lot of people sold their coins when they saw that. They sold XRP because Ripple has the majority of it. So there is talk that they are holding or selling unlicensed securities and et cetera, et cetera. But a lot of people don't realize when the SEC sues somebody, that's either really good or really bad. Amazon was sued by the SEC. Tesla was sued by the SEC. These are companies that are generally called disruptors or unicorns. They have the ability to completely change the world. Or you can also look at one of my videos on YouTube, Green Man Goodies, or youtube.com/flamegods, because it's a really, really old YouTube account. That talks about the Secrecy of Inventions Act, which basically says there are things like the water-powered car or Tesla's free energy device that the government says if you were to invent something that would disrupt the economy or the supply chain or the way they make money, because that's what government does. We're under the impression, or we're taught in school, that government is here to help us, but largely in history, government has just been in use to enrich the friends of those in government and secure more power for the government so that you could have power and be rich. Because unfortunately for some humans, some of their nature is based more on immediate physical gratification or immediate gratification, and I don't think that is the case for all of us. So I would like to have enough funds to make some safe havens for people who think contrary to that. But yeah, I think CoinGecko also has a little more validity. I think CoinMarketCap may be based in one of these countries where the numbers may not be as accurate. Some people say the numbers might not accurately reflect the market. And also, with Crypto.com, like, they have a CRO. If you hold a specific amount, they will give you discounts. You can get interest back, like your savings account, but also you can get a free Netflix account, a free Amazon Prime account, a free Spotify account, as well as discounts on Airbnb and Expedia. And if you like to travel, I think that's interesting as well. Uphold also has a debit card, so you can move this cryptocurrency that you have on your phone in your account and immediately convert it, I believe, into what their version of a US dollar is, or Actually, I believe you sell it and convert it into crow so that you avoid a capital gains tax, and you spend that crow uh, equivalent to the value that it is, in the dollars that you're going to spend, and you have a debit card. So, say you have one Bitcoin, but you're out of cash. Well, you can convert that one Bitcoin into crow, and now you got $50,000 worth of crow, and you can just swipe it on your debit card. And I think that is, I think that's a little more efficient. I think I would like to be able to send my money to myself or convert my money or be able to liquidate my assets instantaneously. That's why some people don't particularly like the stock market. You can't trade on the weekends. They open at I think 8 or 9 a.m. and close at about 4 or 4:30. So cryptocurrency markets 24/7, 365 unless we get an EMP and the internet goes down, in which case we would have substantially more concerning problems. And if that case, I would also say invest in physical gold and silver. You can get a silver shot on Amazon for double what the price is reflected in is the market right now. But also, if you get into the cryptocurrency space or look into economics and stocks, look up a gentleman named Robert Kiyosaki. He really likes precious metals. A lot of people will purport that, like a lot of these other assets, like our inflation that doesn't necessarily exist, that precious metals are, the prices are suppressed. They're suppressed so that these companies like Apple and Tesla that need these materials can get them at a discount. And if they have connection to the banks and some of these other individuals, then they may be able to do that, and they may be able to do it legally, just the way that Nixon took us off of the gold standard. And when he did that, I believe they made it illegal to own gold. They dropped the price of gold. They said it's illegal to own gold. Turn it over. We'll give you the cash value for it. And after they felt like they had a sufficient amount and everybody turned their gold in, they ratcheted the price up thousands of percent. So what was a dollar worth of gold became $100 worth of gold. And they used that to enrich themselves. And unfortunately, that's what some people do. So I am just trying to do what I can do so that we can enrich ourselves. Also, if you guys are concerned with taking these vaccines at all, because they are experimental vaccines. They are a new type of vaccine. I don't care what anybody says. mRNA vaccines, you can't equivalent. You can't consider regular vaccine research equivalent. They're not the same thing. A soft-boiled egg isn't a hard-boiled egg. They're just not the same. They're different. And I'm sorry that that people aren't expressing that. But if you take 4,000 IUs of vitamin D daily, then you are 90% less likely to contract the coronavirus or have a substantial severe case. If you do, also elderberry extract does the same thing. It inhibits the spike protein, which the coronavirus uses to infect its host, replicate, and also infect other hosts. And with that being said, I would also say it's really important that you guys take vitamin D, especially if you're melanated. Vitamin is a misnomer. It's not a vitamin. It's actually a hormone. You know how we would feel without estrogen or without testosterone. We have both, but, appropriate amounts. If I don't have testosterone, then I'll be lazy. I'll be tired. I'll be irritable and probably more emotional. And, if a woman doesn't have appropriate levels of estrogen, she will also have some issues. I love you guys. Please be safe. Please, if you're melanated, please try to get some vitamin D. It's like $13 or something on Amazon, or you can find it at a local shop. Gaia Herb, Gaia Green, My Host Defense. Those are all some good brands. But take that vitamin D, because as melanated folks, we're 40% deficient on average in vitamin D, because we have melanin, which makes it harder for those UV rays to penetrate us. But we don't live in Africa or Israel or those countries where we have the sun beating down on us anymore, which was great because we would get appropriate levels of vitamin D without getting skin cancer. But now we don't do that because we are sedentary people. We all live indoors. We don't really go outside as much. So with that being said, please be safe, you guys. Please supplement yourselves, be healthy. Exercise, eat right. Get some seeds, start gardening. I don't know, meditate, yoga, and please just be careful. I love you guys.